I was too young to realize what I was being subjected to. I was brainwashed as a very young girl. Yes, I said brainwashed. I was just 5 years old when it all began. I did not leave Christian fundamentalism until I was 43 years old. I know that all Christian movements are not the same and that my experience may or may not be typical, but it is typical for Christian fundamentalism. For those unfamiliar with the term fundamentalism, it is simply defined as this: any system of belief that requires absolute adherence to specific doctrines defined by a given organization, in order to be spared from a danger also defined by the same, for non-compliance. In simpler terms, a fundamentalist Christian organization will teach their set of beliefs and damn you to hell, threaten you, slander you, ostracize and condemn you if you don't believe like they do. This has been my ongoing experience for the last 25 years. This is what happened to me. When I was known to be non-compliant, I experienced a loving, peer pressure to conform, and when I did not conform, ostracization began, shunning. I was now pushed to the outside of the circle and everybody knew it. I was called a backslider, disobedient, deceived, a Satanist of all things. My kids heard this on the bus ride home from school, and other continuing and disturbing things. I even had a close friend ask if when their kids and grandkids came to stay with us on certain occasions of their need, that I not talk to them about any spiritual things of consequence. A 22-year-long close friendship came to an end via text message. I was devastated, and because of hers and their poor behavior towards me, I became resolute in my decision to leave it all behind me. I didn't want to be associated with what was rapidly being uncovered as a mind-controlling cult. Why does this happen? It is very simple. When I challenged belief systems within my church, I threatened the security they had within the doctrine of eternal salvation. This is because deep down inside they know this cannot possibly be true. That a loving father would torture his children. But because the good feels are mingled with the horror, they choose to conform because they are taught by people they love and trust. The teaching of eternal salvation is continually reinforced with fear. A while back we attended a funeral, and during the service the congregants were threatened no less than 5 times with hell for non-compliance. I watched as members, family and friends of the deceased were told that they would never see their heaven-bound loved one again if they did not comply. They nodded their heads affirmatively and watched as the pastor gave the altar call for any new converts to raise their hand and walk the aisle to get saved. This action is what makes people believe that they are correct in their thinking, because it adds to their numbers, and Christianity requires consensus to feel safe and secure in their beliefs. This is madness. This is not God. This is man's idea of God. This is man's idea of building a church with followers. Wake up, sheeple. Your loving Father awaits. And this powerful creative force is already within you. The key is to not let God in but to let him out of you. It is an inside job.